The trauma, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by parents. The perfectionist parents, the unaffectionate parents, the competitive mother, and the alcoholic father. Let's get into this video. My name is Esha. I am your self-improvement and level up mindset coach. And today what I would like to talk about is the trauma that's brought to you by parents sometimes. Now this topic is very difficult for me to film. I think I'll talk a lot in this video and I'll probably repeat a lot of things, which this video may take me a while to edit. Because it includes parents, we all love our parents. So it's really hard to talk about some things, right? Because we just by default don't want to talk against them or never want to correct them, no matter what. No matter how abusive they may get, no matter how bad they may get, we still want to be in a place of wanting to be the good daughter or the good son. And that's completely understandable, of course. Now, I did a few days ago mention this on my Instagram that I am going to discuss a few things about parents and parenting that can lead to trauma for their own children. And a lot of you guys had a lot to say about it. Of course, some of you didn't like it, but many people also told me their stories, which I really appreciate. Everybody who messaged me about their own story, telling me their own struggles with whatever they had. And I was also sad to hear that some of you totally, had to cut off with your own parents because of a lot of complicated things, which again, completely understandable. I think at one point with your mental health, because of your mental health, whatever decision that you take, it does sometimes include cutting off from a lot of people, and sometimes it may mean that it also is the closest people to you, that may not be with you anymore, or that you don't want to have with you anymore. Oh my God, speaking today is really hard for me. Literally, my heart is beating so fast. I don't know why. The most common problem that I have seen with a lot of my level up clients, again, when your parents are very, very criticizing all the time, they're like the perfectionist kind of parents. It's like discipline has to be imposed and, they always have to be corrected and the children always have to be told this and told that because without us, they're just dumbheads and, stuff like that. The parents want everything so perfect, where what happens is they keep correcting the child at every age and stage. And as a result, what happens is you become older. Let's say you're a teenager, where you've started to build your own persona now. You have self-esteem now. You want to be respected now, trying to find your voice in this world. And then when you have criticizing parents, it's like you never feel sufficient enough. Walking in front of them is like you walking on eggshells. Now, by the way, if you did not have parents that were probably alcoholic, that were very criticizing, or that was very competitive towards you, then probably this video is not for you. You probably should just leave right now. But for the rest of you who are still watching me 5 minutes into the video, this video is actually going to be for you, and you know that. Stay here and watch this because you need to heal this. You need to know this, be aware of this, so you can navigate this in an easy way and you will know what to do. Now, when you get used to feeling insufficient or never enough or never good enough or never smart enough or never beautiful enough and never this enough and never that enough, you get so used to that feeling that even as an adult, let's say in your late 20s or your 30s, 40s, in front of your parents today, you will still feel the same way. And it will be so hard for you, especially if you're somebody, let's say, who's very ambitious, who really wants to make smart decisions and learn and do bigger things in life. It will be so hard for you to take those decisions because for some reason, your parents instilled this deep dependency on them that without them, of course, you're capable of nothing, right? I mean, in their eyes at least. It actually becomes your reality. You really feel like you're never capable of doing anything without them. Oh my God, even though you think you're smart, even though you're probably somebody who's really good at school, got good grades, blah, blah, blah. Again, which was also as a result of your parents always trying to correct you and put you in tuitions and do this and do that just so the child can come out perfect. So you probably did come out perfect, but you still never feel good enough inside. You have to walk on eggshells because you're always trying to be validated from them, accepted from them, somehow get a little touch of appreciation from them, but you still don't get it, so you never feel good enough. Even if you're in your 30s, 40s, trying to make big decisions, you will still not feel good enough, and you may fail at a lot of things. You may have noticed children that come out of parents who are very, 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 very perfectionist. always criticizing, always correcting, always in front of everyone, in front of their uncles, in front of their aunties, in front of neighbors, in front of literally everybody they're not supposed to even talk in front of. If that keeps happening all the time, you will often see those children may grow up into failures, and their parents are always crying. We worked so hard with our children. We did everything we could. We were so perfect, and we did this and we did that. They forced everything so brutally that you literally become the opposite. You become a failure. That's how it manifests. You know, it's not your fault. You just automatically start failing at everything and you don't understand why. And so because it keeps happening to you all the time, you really just never are good enough for anything eventually, basically. So you just become used to that. And you accept that as your norm. In your mind, it's like, yeah, well, I'm never good enough anyway. So that's that. That's just how it's going to be now. And if later in life these parents will come and confront you, you'll be like, you always told me I'm not good enough. You always correcting me. Blah, 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 blah. So why are you surprised now? I'm still not good enough, right? So why even bother? And that could be one result. Another result could also be in children becoming way too OCD and way too perfectionist themselves, also trying to beat their parents. Oh, you're a perfectionist, let me beat you at your own game. I think that would be much better for you if you do that. But again, it comes with a lot of burden too. It's not easy, is it? You're going to come out with so much perfectionism in you, it's going to bother you. It's going to bother you. You know, your amount of discipline and organization and everything else that you do in life, it has to be so perfect. It is such a burden on you every single day that you feel tired and exhausted. Everybody else is laughing, enjoying, doing things. You're not enjoying anything. No matter what you do in life, no matter how much business you have, very intelligent at school, whatever you do, everything is just kind of like a burden. That's how you do it. You have to be perfect, so you try to be perfect. Never really enjoying the moment, never really doing it out of love, never really doing it because you want to. It's always only because you have to. You're here on a mission, beating your parents in the perfectionism level. Let's do this. Let's do this. And that's what you continue to do. And in your 40s, you will be the most tired and exhausted human being on earth. Because you're never happy. Never enough, never happy. And your perfectionism is killing you right now. And guys, don't mind the dog. This neighbor's dog, the star of this video, always. They have left him outside at this time of the night. I really don't know why. This is my recording time and I really don't like the fact that he's outside at this time of the night, which absolutely doesn't make sense to me. But we're gonna do this video anyway and keep talking. The second kind of parents that may leave you in a little bit of trauma and failures and problems is the competitive mother. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a very competitive mother, you know what's funny? Men are competitive, we understand, we know. I feel like we've come to accept that anyway. Maybe, actually, we like alphas, don't we? That's not the point. The point is, you can't help but feel a little icky when women are competing with each other. And I'm not talking about the healthy kind of competition. I'm talking about like the weird kind of competition. Oh, she's wearing this, I'm going to wear the same. Oh, she's wearing a short dress, I'm going to wear the short dress next day also. That kind of competition, which is very immature, too nasty or naive, let's say. When a mother does that, imagine. Now we have a problem. This is a big problem, by the way. And I think maybe some of you ladies may be able to relate to that if you have a competitive mother towards you as a woman, as a female, as a girl, as a young girl, let's say. You will not feel very safe in your own house, will you? You will manage to get this attitude of being cold, and your mom is always competitive towards you in a way where she wants to have all your clothes. Let's say you have nice choice, you're very artistic, very creative, you like color. She wants to dress like you. She wants to look like you. She's obsessed with being young like you. And it happens. This may sound crazy to some of us who don't understand this kind of thing, but it happens. It's very, very real. It's very real and it's such a problem. Girls face so much hindrance in their mindset and moving forward is so troublesome because they come from a home where they had a competitive mother. A mother who's supposed to be on a young girl's side, in her team, guiding her through life. But she's competing with her herself. A world where It's already competitive enough. She is competing with her. How twisted does that sound? But it is the reality for a lot of girls. They have competitive mothers. They want to look like them. They want to dress like them. They want to be young like them again. The girl may try to cook one day and the mom wants to beat her the next day, try to cook the same thing better.
How dare she cook better than her mother? I have to beat her.
So you start getting this feeling of never feeling safe around her. Never feeling safe, because that's not how a mother is supposed to feel like. A mother is supposed to feel like home. The nurturer, you know, the warm kind of protection that you get from your mother, the wisdom that you get from your mother. You never really create that connection with her. And so you always have a lack in your life. And you know what happens now as you grow older? That lack may manifest itself in different ways. It may cause a lot of anxiety in you. And you know what's funny? There is a study which actually shows that, especially women, even boys actually, but I think it was about women mainly, women who come from dysfunctional homes where they did not have a healthy mother, you know, a mother who probably was a little not normal, let's say. In this example, we have the competitive one, let's say. Usually these girls tend to have way more anxiety as a part of their normal life than the rest. Girls who come from troublesome homes get so much anxiety more than anybody else, and they pass it on to their generations. So ladies, it is so important, especially for you as a female, to keep yourself hydrated. First of all, I cannot emphasize enough on that, because this is drying up your system. It's exhausting you. It's not healthy for you. And especially as you grow older, what it's going to do to you, it's going to make you very cold. And you will never be able to have healthy female friends, because you were never capable of having a relationship with another female. You never saw that growing up. You never had that with your mom. So you don't trust women. And because you don't have that trust on women, because they always have been kind of competitive towards you, let's say, you cannot make real friends. You can't attract real friends. You just can't. Every female that comes to you, you feel threatened, and they feel threatened by you, because they may also always feel competitive towards you, because that's what you keep kind of manifesting in your life. And even when it comes time for, let's say, trying to want a relationship and stuff, that will be messed up too now. You know, you'll have these weird problems that you don't even know you have these problems until and unless you're on the self-aware journey and somebody actually tells you, knocks on your head and tells you, hey, wait a minute, girl, what are you doing? Girl, you have a problem. Do you even know that? And again, when it comes to now becoming mother yourself, you will have problems again, because you'll feel very cold and like not very compassionate towards children probably. You know, you'll feel like very cold, like having children, ugh, I don't know. You never had that nurturing mother figure in your life, and as a result now you don't know how to relate to your own children and even think about that concept. You don't have that concept in you now. You had a competitive mommy. That's the problem. By the way, don't get me wrong here. I'm not here trying to shame parents or anything. I am just here bringing awareness of the facts and of the problems that exist on this planet Earth, and how you can be aware of these problems so you can navigate these problems for your own sake. This is for your mental health. This is for your emotional well-being. And you guys know on this channel, it's my goal. I want to improve your emotional well-being and your mental peace. That's what I'm here for. I want to help you improve your mindset when it comes to everything, so you live a good life. That's all. And if you come from homes where you've had problems like that, you better become aware as soon as possible, so you can work on yourself and become a healthier version, rather than becoming a twisted version as a result of all of this stuff. Now let's talk about the third type of parents that may cause you trauma and problems later down the line, which is the unaffectionate parents. Now, if you have an unaffectionate mother, she'll be cold, unaccepting. If she's somebody who has depression herself and stuff like that, then, you know, she's dark and cold, and just house just doesn't feel like home to you. House feels lonely to you. House feels where everybody is quiet and is not accepting of each other. And it's very cold. There is never any expression of love, any hugging each other. No, hugging parents, there's no such thing, you know. It's very cold atmosphere. And when you come from a very cold atmosphere like that, you do become a little messed up. You know, if you're a boy, you're going to become the player boy. If you're the girl, chances are you're going to have a lot of depression and anxiety yourself also, because things do affect both genders a little differently. I know we live in this world of equality, and no matter how much you talk about equality, You need to understand different things hit different genders still very differently, honey, very differently. If you come from an unaffectionate parents' household, as a boy, you will start trying to find that affection everywhere in every girl, trying to have, trying to look out for your mother in every girl, and you still be very toxic, and masculine toxicity is going to come out of you all the time, and you don't know how to control that. You're going to become abusive with your girlfriend, and all that. That's how you're going to deal with that, and that's how you're going to actually discover your real problem eventually, through going through a lot of people and problems like that. Then you will understand, which I think it's okay. When it comes to our own self-improvement journey, if we do it on our own self, we go through different things because we have to learn and figure out ourselves. Until and unless you have a mentor or a coach on your side, you will do a lot of twisted things just because you have to figure yourself out. Why do you have these problems? You have to figure out, and you will figure out. It's just a matter of time. You will take years and years and years, but if you have somebody wise on your side, it may only take you a few months, a few weeks, 1 year max, you'll be fine. You'll come out healthy person, healthy individual, fully functional and efficient at their career, jobs, relationships, marriage, whatever it is that they're doing. But if you don't have that, and you straight go from dysfunctionality straight into this world, now you have to figure things on your own, and that's hard. You will do a lot of twisted things. But how it affects girls when they come from very unaffectionate parents, let's say, they may become very cold themselves also. They may not make many girlfriends. And even if they make friends, they keep them at arm's length. They never tell their friends how amazing their friends are. They never appreciate their friends. It's like a very surface level friendship that you're capable of now. That's all you can do. That's the best you can do. That's the best you've seen. You can't do more than that. You will never be able to appreciate your friend fully, accept your friends fully, accept anybody in your life fully, even if it is about relationships. You will accept, because of course the society, that's how we're conditioned to believe. We have to marry. Oh, it's time. Let's have a boyfriend. Let's marry, blah, blah, blah. You're never really feeling it. Oh, God forbid. If you have a very, very affectionate partner on your side, and he's a little touchy, his love language may be a lot of affection, you may not like it. Why is he touching me all the time? I don't like touching. And that's a problem too, you see? So the problem here is you're not able to fully open up your heart. You're not able to open up yourself to receive people in your life, to receive friends or love in your life, a partner in your life, boyfriend, marriage, whatever you want to call that, husband. It's so hard for you to open up your heart in that sense. You may do it because, you have to do it, whatever. You're not really feeling it. And even if you do, let's say, you're deeply in love, let's say, you're never really able to express it in a proper way. You always feel ashamed. You will always feel ashamed of your own feelings. Expressing your own feelings, don't even think about it. I'm too ashamed of that. Because why? Because you never saw expressions of feeling as the norm. You saw suppressing it as the norm, always. So you don't even trust your own feelings now. You never say it out loud. You never express it. Not verbally, not physically, you just don't. So it makes you very closed off as a person. And since on this channel, we talk a lot about femininity, feminine energy, Uber girls, the rich bitch energy and stuff like that. And by the way, if you're not aware of these titles and what they mean, I highly suggest you go to my channel after this video ends, and then you can watch my Uber girl video and the rich bitch energy videos, just so you're aware of what it means, because I use those terms a lot in my videos. So it's good for you if you know what those people actually mean, because I'm also writing a book, How to Transform Yourself, get out of the Uber girl phase and actually become the diva. So it will be good for you if, as my future readers, you educate yourself on these terms already, so you're aware when the book is out also, because that will be a life changer for you, especially if you have any Uber girl traits in you. And also, if you have all of these traumas and problems in you, it will be easy for you to deal with those things and to navigate those and be aware that, okay, you know what, I get it. I've had this problem. I come from a dysfunctional family. We've had this, that problem. You'll be able to list everything very clearly without any shame. And that is, I think that is the goal of this video. Not to shame parents or not to shame children, anybody in the process. No, parents are always only humans. They're only humans. Allow them to make mistakes. They can't be perfect. And it's sad because, especially I come from a brown Asian family, It's engraved in us to expect our parents to be the best people ever, the most perfect icons ever, somebody to look up to. They're the mentors, they're everything, they're the teachers, they're everything. But I feel like when you grow up, you realize, wait a minute, they're only humans. They have so much going in their own life also. We don't even know. You know, they don't tell their children everything. They may have problems in their own childhood that probably you don't even know. So have compassion for your parents, even if they come with problems. I understand it's difficult to deal. Of course, it's very difficult because it really changes you as a person. It screws up your mindset later down the line. You know, you have a little bit of resentment for them, and then you have hate for them and stuff like that, which is not healthy, of course. But when you become aware of these things already early on, and you're able to tell yourself, okay, you know what, forgive them and forget it. It's okay. They're humans. I get it, you know. I forgive you. No problem. But now let me see what I can do for myself, because if I let this become my norm and live with this concept for a very long time, that's not good for me then, because now my life is going to get screwed up too. I don't want that, you know. So it's going to be your decision. What do you want to do? You know, you want to get influenced and make that a norm and then live according to that. Cold, unaffectionate, perfectionist, OCD, not opening up, never allowing love and good stuff, and never expressing affection. Is that how you want to become? But if your decision is, okay, no, I want to be a healthy person with a healthy mindset and healed emotional level, then I better get my stuff together right now. I can't allow this. And especially with girls, I think I already told you guys there was a study that says any girl coming from a dysfunctional family, she will have so much more anxiety than anybody else, which is crazy because, you know, we talk about femininity and stuff here. So do you know, when you start having anxiety, panic, depression, it just becomes a part of you, of your body, of your DNA, you know, of your memory. And that is something you're going to pass on to your children also, which is also why, now here's the interesting part, and here, this is about science. Consciously we know, okay, I'm depressed, I'm this and that, I have this problem, I have that problem, I come from an unaffectionate home, nobody shows affection, that's the norm. Oh, I don't want kids. Consciously you're telling yourself you don't want kids. Scientifically, your body actually is also telling you, girl, don't have kids. Don't have kids. Because you know why? You're going to pass on these genes that are messed up with depression, anxiety, and panic, and you're going to pass it on to your next babies also. You're going to ruin the generation that's coming, that's not even here yet. So stop. Don't have children. Before you tell yourself you don't want children, you don't want love, your body is already telling you the same. It's science. Your body knows. Your body's already protecting you. We're females. What do we do? Reproduce. We pass on somebody's genes to another generation. We pass on our DNA also. If we're healthy, we pass on good stuff to the next generation. Hello, cute little babies, hi. If it's all messed up, the DNA pool here is messed up, your body will tell you, girl, don't have children. It's same like when you meet a man and he's not very alpha, or he's not very good at what he does, and he's very lame and whatever. You know, your body, before you tell yourself, your body's already going to tell you, girl, stay away. You don't want to pass on his genes to the next generation. Now forget about that. Your body knows. It's science. You know, whether you know this or not, your body already knows. So when you are going through depression and anxiety, please do think about this. You're going to pass it on to your own kids. You're going to pass it on to your own daughters also. And for a female to have that, the most draining experience, the most exhausting thing, the most drying up thing ever. You don't want that. Keep yourself hydrated. Now here will be another example. If you have an alcoholic father, abusive father, who is also obviously not able to be present in your life that much because he's so busy drinking and being in his own world. You know, when you're drunk, are you not in your own world, right? You're not present with your children. In the moment, you're not present to give them your present self. They're not able to have that fatherly figure in their life. So what happens is boys like that may, you know, grow up as kids with a little bit less self-esteem than the rest of the boys at school. You know, they didn't have a father to play with. They didn't have a father as a mentor, as a guide, a father who bought them a football, a father who gave them things and did boy stuff. didn't have that, they will always feel a little lack of confidence, especially at school and college. You know, other guys will be playing and laughing and talking and extreme extroverts, and here you are, you become an introvert, you become quiet, you become shy, you have less confidence, you're not much able to mingle with everybody. That's one result. And now in very rare cases, you will also have another result, which is you will become a bully. You will become a bully, you know. It's like you keep seeing everybody struggle in your household and your father is never there and blah, 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 blah. You know, you become a rebellious person. You're like, F this. You know what? I'm just going to go and do me. I'm not going to listen to anybody. They're all bad anyway. So you go and become a very rebellious and a very bullish kind of person. Not good, is it? Both the situations are not good. And as a girl, what happens? The girl will have a different case here now. The girl will actually be quiet, be shy. Yeah, didn't have that father and he was there, but he was abusive. So I'm going to always protect myself from him. You get into this mode of self-protection all the time. You protect yourself against your own family all the time. It becomes a norm for you. It becomes a norm for you to walk on eggshells and have a little bit of that anxiety, and your heart starts racing really fast when you see males around you. Because your male father figure that should have been a healthy example for you in your life was the most twisted example ever. And now, so growing up, you see other men and they don't give you a good taste in your mouth. It's just bitter. Yeah, men, whatever. Don't like them. Next. But at the same time, you also become that person that wants family the most, that wants somebody to protect her the most. You want family the most, but at the same time, because you always had to protect yourself so much, you just keep protecting yourself from men all the time. Even though family is something you want the most. You want somebody to provide for you. You want somebody to protect you finally and stuff, you know. But you never had a healthy father figure, a healthy male figure in your life. So they may all come across as abusive, negative, narcissistic, alcoholic and stuff. Even if they're not, you may see them all like that. And that is very unhealthy for you. Because you will manifest a lot of such friends or partners or boyfriends or whatever. You may even manifest a husband like that, who knows? Because it becomes a part of your normal energy that you carry with you through life, which is that men are bad, toxic, negative, alcoholic, blah, 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 blah. But you also become the damsel in distress. A lot of girls that you see that come from alcoholic fathers, life is hard for them. More than anything else, life is really hard for them. And have compassion for those people, of course, but also tell them that they may need help, you know, because if they go on trying to figure things out on their own, they may just take so much time, do different things to figure things out. Why am I like this? Why do I feel like that? Blah, 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 blah. It's not a healthy way to live. And because you're in it, you don't know you're in it. You see this as your norm. You don't see it as your problem. Until and unless it's somebody, again, wise around you, if you have a mentor, they will be able to come and tell you, okay, something is not right with you. It's not supposed to be like that. Look at the world with different new eyes. You need a new eye set, okay? Because if you see the world with those eyes that, oh, your father was like this, your father was like that, so probably everybody's like this. Probably that's just how it is. Probably that's just the norm of life. No, it's always a problem. You also may become a mescalina, because you had to always protect yourself, provide for yourself. He wasn't present in your life and stuff. So you had to do all the father duties yourself also. And that was a lot of responsibility. So you may become a very responsible, young, independent individual. You know, never had father on her side. No problem. I'll become the man myself. I'll do everything for my mom myself. You know, I saw my mom struggling and not having much and blah, blah, blah. So let's just me become the man and do everything for her also. Again, when you now become older and want your own relationship, now you're looking for men who are a little more feminine, because you have already taken up the role of the man and you've become so masculine with time that you don't even realize. You may dress feminine, but you actually, that Miss Little Independent with a lot of masculina traits in her. You may also have a little bit of Uber girl traits in you, by the way. And by the way, if you're a result of all of these types of parenting, you may have a little bit of Uberness inside of you. You know, I highly suggest you watch my Uber Girl video. If you just search on YouTube, Uber Girl by MeLadyEsha, and also search for Rich Bitch Energy by MeLadyEsha, you will find these videos. Just educate yourself on these terms, because it will be easy for you, because I'm also writing about these subjects. So if you already know what the terms mean, it will be easy for you to understand my future content also, because it is based a lot on these things. So as a result of alcoholic parents, if you become a little bit of that Uber girl, Don't be surprised, because you will have Uber girl traits in you, and your healing will take time. For you to think normal about men will take time. You have become also masculine yourself with time, trying to protect and provide yourself. You may want family the most, but on the surface, you also become this person who does not want to accept that. I think we've all seen those girls. They come from very dysfunctional families, especially their fathers were never around them, never around and present in their life. So they had to really take care of themselves. And we can't blame them. Of course, they have to be responsible, they have to provide for themselves and really protect themselves. So they become very alert all the time, very alert, you know, and they want family the most on the inside. But when you ask them, they will tell you, well, man is just a bonus, you know, all I want is just career and do this and do that and give everything to my mother and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of every day, every night, they may also cry, feeling very lonely, thinking all the time how wonderful life would have been if only parents were normal, if only they got along, or if they weren't so busy always drinking their life away like this. Life would have been different, could have been more pleasant. My relationship and concept about men could have been better also. And maybe if you also manifested already, by the way, if you also already manifested a husband who's just like your father, abusive father, wow, you know, now you'll cry even more. This is something I was running away from all my life. How did I manifest the same hell? It's like me getting out of one hell, jumping straight into another hell. Ouch. How did that happen? Because that thought, that concept becomes so normal for you. You never gave a chance to the healthy guys, but what was more familiar to you was this unhealthy, twisted person who was not alcoholic and abusive in the beginning, but now you're seeing the true colors. Damn. I can't remember which video it was, but previously I did one video. Can't remember which one. I will link it down below if I find it. It's where you always go for relationships that may seem very familiar. And when you let abnormal things become your norm, then what is now familiar to you is very twisted. But because you don't see that thing as twisted, you see that as your norm, so you attract things on a similar frequency. You know, you will keep attracting like abusive stuff, but because it was the norm for you in your energy field, that's the norm, you keep attracting that because that is familiar to you. Healthy men are not familiar to you. No, you had alcoholic, abusive person, abusive father. Healthy men are not at all familiar to you. You see them and you just take a U-turn. You'd never give them a chance because your mindset is a little not in the right position set right now, you know, and we need to bring it back, set it up and screw it tight in the right position. And for that, I can always help. I am your Level Up Mindset and your self-improvement journey coach. Consider me your best friend in this process. Now go check out my hair care and skincare, eshacosmetics.co.uk. I'm kind of not having a good hair day as I thought I was. I actually used the Antifreeze Hybrid last night at the gym. I did some steam and stuff, so they came out really soft, but when I did the styling today, I put so much product, I kind of messed it up a little bit. However, the fullness is real. We don't need no extensions. If you want fuller hair also, by the way, no need for extensions anymore, and like less frizz, especially if you have treated, dried up, crispy fried hair because you styled them so much or because you've had so many treatments and so much color and dye on your hair. Check out eshacosmetics.co.uk. Thank me later, because they're going to transform your life and change your hair care game, and you're going to add so much fullness and thickness in your hair and walk with a lot more confidence, honeys. And if you have any skincare concerns like open pores, oiliness, a dull skin tone, then for brightness and glowy tone, I would highly suggest you use the Youth Glow toners, which you'll also see right there. Youth Glow toners will change the way you look at your own skin every day in the mirror, because it's really important. We talk about self-improvement and self-care on this channel, and I think it really does start with your skincare and your hair care. You have to love what you see in the mirror. I'm a little oily right now, so I need my toner. I'm gonna go do my skincare now, and my hair care also, because I'm not happy with my hair today. I'm just gonna do another little treatment with the Antifreeze Hybrid, or maybe throw in the Glam Growth hair oil, because I really want to grow my hair a lot. If you guys saw my hair transformation video a few months ago, you guys know they cut my hair so short, and it's so surprising that within a few 4 months, I guess, my hair is grown back long, quite long again, and we're gonna really make them a lot more longer, and I'm going to keep continuing using the Glam Growth hair oil for that purpose. And if you also want to join the hair growth challenge with me, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram, which is Esha Cosmetics, and get you some Glam Growth hair oil and tag me. I would love to reshare your stories. I'd love to see your feedback also, and I really want you guys to join me in this challenge and really let's just grow our hair all together during this year. That's like the goal for 2022, okay? Because that is like my true passion in life, to bring about a good positive change in not only your appearance and your image, but also the way you look at life and the way you think about your inner real self. You must love yourself, and then you will see the world in a very loving way. That's my goal. Thank you for watching, guys. Until my next video, let me go and do my skincare and hair care. You do yours also. Go shop eshacosmetics.co.uk. Okay, bye. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care of yourself, take care of your well-being. Bye.